Hello everybody and welcome to the Zenidel. I'm Zen and we're back for another episode of Doki Doki Literature Club, and we're starting right where we left off. So the two of them, Sayori and Zen, are making their way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls: Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. So, it's time to write a poem. I wonder, do we actually get to write the poem? That will be interesting. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. So, what will happen if I try and pick words that I think Yuri will like? Like, Inferno, because she likes horror, and maybe Massacre? Yep. How about just horror itself? And uncanny? Vitality. Let's go with uncanny, yeah. And let's go with, are any of these really suited to her? Nightgown? It's at night. Nope. That was Natsuki. How about scars? No. How about infinite? Here we go. Vertigo? We are back on track. Disoriented. Incapable. I think she likes fancy words, so let's do covet, contamination, effulgent, and I actually don't know what Doki Doki means. I've been playing this. I don't even know if I'm saying it right, actually. Unstable. So that's something somebody could tell me. Fester, secretive, incongruent, and melancholy. How many days do we have to pick? Oh, 20. Answered my own question. Crimson. And despise. Who does Yuri despise? I wonder. Probably Natsuki. Hi again, Zen. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha. Nah, don't worry. I mean, you're creepy, but yeah, this might be a little strange for me. You might be a little strange, but I at least keep my word. The way he says this, I at least keep my word, almost makes it sound like he's telling her that she doesn't. So I wonder if that's a little bit of foreshadowing right there. Well, I'm back at the literature club. No kidding. Did school fly past again? I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Zen. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Ooh, get called out. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature. She's like a spoiled little brat. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I like when they sit down, they just don't exist anymore. Don't worry, guys. Zen always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? She's an airhead. A cute airhead though. I do like her. But, I wonder who Zen will like better. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Zen can become good friends too. Sayori. Huh? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. She shoved him into the friend zone before he even had a chance. Oh! Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Stop worrying so much. I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I don't think she thinks very much when she does stuff, but that's okay. That's a good trait sometimes. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah. I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. Aww, that's cute. Thought this game was supposed to be disturbing, but so far it's just really cute. I don't know if I said this in the last video, but I don't play these types of games very often, so how is this girl accidentally being so cute? That's what I said. I don't know if it's an accident though, it could be an act. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. The times I've picked out books for people who don't like to read, and the times that they've actually read the book. Yeah, they're not equal, just put it that way. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Sure you will. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Or not. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, like reading the poem. Do we get to read the poem soon? I feel like I'm talking a lot in this game and not clicking that much. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. I'm really curious, if we had picked words that Natsuki or Sayori liked best, would we be thinking about them more than Yuri right now? Or is this just part of the story naturally? And then in order we're gonna spend a little bit of time with each character. That's what is on my mind. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. Good, you should feel bad for distracting someone who's into a book. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. Wasn't, staring at you or anything. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book? Ah. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... Oh, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I don't know why she's so shy. She should just say that she just bought one for her and one for him. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, if you read the book, you'd know what it was about, and I wouldn't have to tell you, and then we could talk about it later. I bet Yuri's gonna be nicer to me, though. Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. I thought there was no spoilers, but it feels like it's like the first half of the story. And that's kind of dark, isn't it? Kind of what she's into, dude. Don't you remember? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Zen? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot Yuri is into those things. Are you not into her anymore? She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different, dark and disturbed. Like this game is going to be eventually, I hope. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I think that kind of reminds me of, what is that movie? Hannibal? Hannibal Lecter? Because in the beginning, he's like, creepy cannibal guy that eats people's brains, but then you kind of start liking him, and then he starts helping out, and I don't know, interesting movie. I should rewatch those. I'm rambling, aren't I? Yeah, I am too, so don't worry, Yuri. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I wasn't, but she was. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange or sociopathic. And please stop me if I start talking too much or try to kill you. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading and other things. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Is it? Is it really? That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. When doesn't she seem apprehensive? I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. Okay, everybody, I am going to end the video here because I thought there was going to be some poetry reading, but it's a lot of talking and not a lot of options really yet, but hopefully that improves in the next episode. I did actually write a poem, which I will share whenever they do. So if you're looking forward to that, subscribe so you don't miss it. And leave me a comment. What kind of books do you like to read? Or if you don't like to read, you can tell me that too. In that case, I'm curious of why you don't like to read, but you like this type of a game. So, anyway, hope you guys have a wonderful day, and until next time, bye-bye!